From the streets of New York City to the far reaches of the multiverse, Spider-Man has evolved into one of the most beloved and enduring superheroes of all time. But what makes his story so special? How did Peter Parker go from a teenage hero fighting street-level crime to a multiversal savior who's fought alongside some of the greatest heroes in the Marvel Universe? Hi, I'm Zach. Welcome back to the channel. If you love comics, superheroes, and all things pop culture, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more deep dives like this one. Today, we'll take a deep dive into the evolution of Spider-Man, looking at the key moments in his journey, how he went from a teenager with great powers to the iconic hero we know today, and how he's become a key figure in Marvel's vast multiverse. From his first appearance to his massive role in Spider-Verse, No Way Home, and beyond. This is the evolution of Spider-Man. It all started in Amazing Fantasy 15, back in 1962. Created by the legendary Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, Peter Parker was a shy, awkward teenager who was bitten by a radioactive spider, giving him incredible powers, but also immense responsibility. Spider-Man's debut wasn't like many other superheroes at the time. Peter wasn't a billionaire, a god, or an alien. He was just a regular kid. What made Spider-Man stand out was his relatability. Peter Parker was just a regular guy. He dealt with school bullies and relationships while also fighting some of the most iconic villains in Marvel history. The Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Sandman, and many more would become his greatest adversaries. But the real enemy for Peter was always the struggle to balance his hero life with his personal life. In the 1990s, Spider-Man went through a huge shift, both in tone and storytelling. This was the era of the controversial Clone Saga, where the true identity of Spider-Man was called into question. For a time, Ben Reilly, Peter's clone, took on the mantle of Spider-Man, and fans were left wondering, who was the real Spider-Man? While the Clone Saga remains divisive, it marked a turning point in Spider-Man's evolution. Peter's identity as Spider-Man was no longer just about being a teenager with powers. It became a legacy. The idea that there could be multiple versions of Spider-Man began to take root, setting the stage for the multiversal aspect of his character we would see later. As the 2000s rolled in, Spider-Man's stories grew more complex. One major moment was the Other storyline, which saw Peter die and be reborn with new, more advanced powers. This shift marked a more mature Spider-Man, one who was not just a hero, but a symbol of sacrifice and responsibility. Then came Civil War, one of Spider-Man's most defining moments. When Iron Man and Captain America clashed over the Superhuman Registration Act, Peter was caught in the middle. In a shocking move, Spider-Man unmasked himself to the world, making the ultimate personal sacrifice. The fallout from his decision would change Spider-Man's life forever, forcing him to confront the cost of being a hero and the dangers of exposure. In 2014, writer Dan Slott and artist Oliver Coipel brought the concept of the multiverse into full swing with Spider-Verse, a storyline that introduced fans to a vast array of Spider-People from alternate realities, from Spider-Gwen in Earth 65 to Spider-Man 2099 in the future. The Spider-Verse was a massive expansion of the Spider-Man legacy. The Inheritors, a family of powerful vampiric hunters, hunted down every Spider-Man across the multiverse. This event not only solidified Spider-Man as a multiversal figure, but it also showed just how important the Spider legacy was. All Spider-Men, no matter the universe, were connected. It was a celebration of Spider-Man's universal appeal, And for the first time, we saw the full potential of a multiversal spider hero. In 2021, Spider-Man No Way Home brought the multiverse to the big screen in a way fans had only dreamed of. Tom Holland's Peter Parker was joined by Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, two past versions of Spider-Man, to face a multiversal threat. This crossover wasn't just about nostalgia, it showed that Spider-Man's legacy transcends dimensions, and that all Spider-Men are united by the same core values. Peter's journey from his first steps as a young hero in New York to facing the multiversal consequences of his actions was complete. In No Way Home, Peter Parker realized he doesn't have to carry the weight of the world alone. The multiverse was a place of possibility where all versions of Spider-Man could come together, learn from one another, and face the challenges of being a hero. Isn't just confined to the comics and movies. He's one of the most recognizable characters in pop culture, appearing in animated series like Spider-Man, the animated series, video games like Spider-Man for the PS4, and even as a beloved figure in comic book fandom. His iconic red and blue suit, his motto, "With great power comes great responsibility," and his relatability have made him a cultural icon, a hero that people of all ages and backgrounds can look up to. From teen hero to multiversal savior, Spider-Man's evolution continues. Whether it's future comic storylines, more multiversal adventures in the MCU, or new generations of spider heroes emerging, Peter Parker's journey is far from over. He's not just the hero of one world, he's the hero of many. Spider-Man's evolution has been a journey of growth, sacrifice, and endless possibility. What's your favorite moment in Spider-Man's history? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite comic book characters.